Howdy, hi, and hello everyone. Welcome back to Noah's Nest. I am no longer sick. I might have like a stuffy nose or like a faint cough here and there, but I am all good. My girlfriend slash fiance is not. She is passed out. She is sick. I went to a party a while ago. We left, and she, I think, got strep throat along with a couple other friends from our friend's kid. It's alright. This sickness is almost over, and we'll be back in the full swing of things. But anyway, this is Noah's Nest. If you don't know what Noah's Nest is, first of all, hi, I'm Noah. I will be your host, and in this show, I do a couple different things, either from fantasy interviews, talking about TTRPGs that I have finally read, that is not today, or talk about a topic that interests me or I think is cool, fun to talk about, that deals with any type of fantasy. Today, I'm going to talk about resurrections. Now, not just the spell in general. I'm going to talk about different ways to make resurrections maybe have more of a price, have a cost, or instead of just, oh, you're dead, and oh, you come back alive, you're all good. So in most fantasy TTRPGs, death isn't really an ending. Mainly for Dungeons and Dragons, it's kind of a way to kind of cheat, where there's a couple different spells that you can use, either Revivify, Raise Dead, Resurrection, or True Resurrection, are ways to make them more, well, less heartful or less eventful, because all of these different ways you're able to bring them back to life and almost have no effect to it. Now, other TTRPGs have different ways and maybe different penalties to, make it more eventful. So today, that's what I'm going to talk about. Not just Dungeons and Dragons, but more TTRPGs and possibly ways to try and make it more heartful or kind of mean something more than just, you can come back alive. So, basis is the Dungeons and Dragons that I've already talked about, but other systems, such as like Pathfinder, have some spells, but they kind of have more of a cost. Not just gold, but there can have penalties involved. In Shadowrun, well, that doesn't even exist. Death is final, there's no way in hell you're coming back. And in Call of Cthulhu, there's technically a way for you to come back, but it is more along the lines of summoning a deity or summoning something that you pretty much should not summon. That, yes, you'll be back, but not who you were. And the range of the resurrection mechanic has done different things throughout different systems, where D&D often treats it as a resource problem, while maybe horror and sci-fi systems maybe just cut it out completely. In kind of rare occasions, it is a press a button thing. It is a choice, and that choice should mean something and not just be thrown out willy-nilly. Now, resurrection has always been a tricky thing, but I think Critical Role has done something very well with resurrection. Resurrection just breaks emotional tension. If you're in the middle of a fight and you know it's not going to go well, and you're trying to get this big bad evil guy out of here and blah blah blah, all of a sudden, like, you finish the battle, everything's great, but you see your ally dead on the ground. Instead of having that heartful moment, like, this guy sacrificed or this girl sacrificed everything, oh, let's just resurrect him. He's good. He's all good. Yeah, let's go to the next one. If your players know that death isn't permanent, every fight kind of loses its impact. Every sacrifice becomes negotiable. Every tearful goodbye kind of turns into the, well, we gotta find a diamond or something. We'll get them up. It's seen through most campaigns, mainly in Dungeons and Dragons, where the paladin or cleric will do whatever it takes to get the diamond or have a diamond and just say, "Oh, he's good." That kind of just makes it feel a bit more hollow. Like the character just never died and didn't sacrifice anything. When death becomes kind of like a speed bump, it kind of, instead of a turning point, it's not drama, it's kind of more of an inconvenience. Now, to be fair, sometimes death should be reversible. Sometimes it's the right story beat. So the trick isn't to ban resurrection, it's to kind of give it more narrative weight, or give something of a penalty or a cost that's not just gold. Now, let's talk about what cost or what should the price be. Now, in TTRPGs, quote-unquote cost doesn't mean gold or diamonds. It can be narrative, it can be emotional, spiritual, or even social. Now, there are a couple different things that I saw, and one or two that I wrote down, that can give your campaign a better feel to it depending on the situation. Now, one of them, you could have like some memory loss, or maybe even a fragmented soul, where the character forgets a piece of who they are, or maybe even their personality changes a little bit, where they're trying to remember why they were fighting, or who they were fighting, or even who they even are. Something else could be a spiritual debt. So in Resurrection, you can choose to come back. It's not mandatory, it's not forced upon. The character that has died and is getting resurrected can choose to come back. But something that you can use is maybe a spiritual debt. A god, a demon, or an entity intervenes to restore the life, but now maybe demands repayment. Maybe the resurrected character now owes a divine favor, or maybe even worse. Now, maybe your body isn't fit to become resurrected. Maybe it's not gonna go well, or even if you do come back in that body, you're not fit for this world anymore. Now, maybe you have a body rejection, where maybe as you come back, your body kind of struggles to contain your own soul. Scars could appear, magic could be flickers, dreams or body can even twist, where you come back as almost the same person, but not fully. Next one could be a ripple effect, where resurrection kind of bends the natural order. The energy to bring one back to life might drain life from someone else. Maybe even the forest or the whole entire world starts to lose magic or withers away. A child could fall ill, or even a ghost kind of comes back with a vengeance. And lastly could be a more community consequence. In a small town where like a resurrection might cause a cultural or more mortal unrest, maybe people might not enjoy or like that this person that came back is more unnatural, and maybe even the local church or the hierarchy are just going to condemn these people. When the cost isn't just material, it kind of makes these stories and campaigns have a better hook that can stretch far beyond, quote unquote, the grave. Now, I've already talked about Dungeons and Dragons, about how they handle, like what spells they have. These are a couple other systems. In Pathfinder 2, the death penalties make resurrections feel like recovery, not just a reset. You'll lose a level or a permanent stat, and that you now can remember death hurts. Death cannot just be, oh, you're back up, you're completely good. Next one is Blades in the Dark. There's no coming back from that. But you can live on through reputation, rumors, or even haunting echo as your character's spirit. Death in that game becomes more of a legacy than like a hindrance or a failure. Next is Warhammer. They take it away of more horror, grim, dark approach. If you come back, it's not a miracle. It's more along the lines of you are now corrupted. You are not fit for certain factions. You're more along the lines of condemned. And Call of Cthulhu, death is... You would rather want death in Call of Cthulhu. Resurrection isn't even on the table. Once your sanity shatters or your body is no longer a part, or if your body is no longer whole, your body will never be able to come back. Your soul will never be able to come back. I had my own way of death. Whenever I played D&D, I had it like exhaustion. If someone would go down and they come back up once, I know this isn't resurrection, but it's along the lines. If they go down once during battle and they come back up, okay, it's their saving grace. It's alright. If they fall down again and get back up, they have 2 or 3, I can't remember, levels of exhaustion. So that means your ability scores are disadvantaged, your speed is halved, and your health is halved. I don't remember what array it is, but you'll be back up. It hurts. You shouldn't be going up and down that quickly. And if you happen to get up and fall down once more, you are outright dead. Your body can't take it anymore. You are going too much, too fast. You need to know when to quit. Now, I know it's not resurrection, but I wanted to make death or being down mean more than just, oh, I'm good, my health is at 1, I'll get knocked down and I'll have more health than I do now. That shouldn't be the way some players should think. Now, let's talk about how resurrection can be worked into your own campaign or story. Well, it's very simple. Make it a part of it. Don't just say you're alive again. Maybe ask, who allowed you? What did it cost other than just a diamond or gold or your whatever? Maybe a cleric's god didn't answer, but maybe someone else did. Maybe now the revived character now dreams of maybe another realm. Or maybe the soul is hesitant and possibly something else slipped in before they were able to come back. Resurrection is not a healing spell. It is actually a necromancy spell, but it is more of a narrative earthquake. The ripples can shape an entire campaign. The opportunities are actually almost endless. You can explore guilt, fate, second chances, and even fear from what happened or what can become. You can also use it to change the tone. A comedic game can suddenly get eerie when you resurrect the rogue saying, I hear voices in the dark. And they're still whispering. Resurrection isn't just about the story. It isn't about just trying to make it more understanding. It can also be about emotion. When beloved characters die, the table feels it. Sometimes the grief is real, not just in character, but out of character. Many people have teared up for people that have sacrificed themselves to save others, and their own character decides to bite off more than they can chew, and sadly have to pay the prices. Myself, I was one of them. In one of our one-shots, I think, a torch in the night or something, I can remember, where my character bit more than he can chew. I tried to save someone else. I then ended up starting to turn, and I decided to sacrifice myself so I don't end up hurting the ones that I loved. Bringing characters back too easily can kind of rob them from their resting place, but denying it completely can feel cruel, especially if death wasn't heroic or kind of narratively satisfying. The trick is kind of communication. In all these games, it's always communication. Ask your players what kind of story they want up front. Do they want Resurrection to be a miracle or rare? Or do they want a world where magic bends even death itself? As long as everyone knows these rules, Resurrection can be beautiful or even haunting without kind of being cheap. Now, not every quote-unquote second chance has to be Resurrection. Some of the best campaigns that people have been in use replacements. Instead of bringing them back to life, maybe you could do a ghost PC or maybe a revenant PC where they continue as either a ghost or revenant, limited, but are still playable. They can maybe act in maybe dreams or sacred places or religious areas. Something else can be reincarnation, where your whole soul returns, but a new body, species, or maybe even a completely different timeline. Next one can be a legacy, where a new character carries the fallen's memory, inheriting items or traits that could reflect on the old hero. And the last one could be a bit of my favorite. Could be like a split soul or like an echo thing, where the Resurrection version isn't entirely them. Maybe it's an echo stitched together from your real self and something else. Each of them can keep the story alive without Each of these can keep the story alive without undoing the emotional impact of death. It kind of can make it more special. And that's the episode today. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. I really do. If you like this and want to hear more, check out everything we've done in the past with Tavern Talks, one-shots, other Noah's Nests, and so much more. We have over 100 episodes. Check them out. They're different, but I still enjoy them a lot. Like us, share us, tell your friends, family, whatever. Rate us 5 stars. Everything really helps to expand this world and this show. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and all that other jazz. So don't be afraid to message us or send us a nice little comment or a hated comment. I don't bite. I don't care. Anything helps. But anyway, thank you all for listening. I really do appreciate it. And the last thing I'll say is see you, love you, miss you. Goodbye, guys.